All right, getting the truck loaded up here for our annual Ohio bow hunt. Today is November 2nd. My buddies are all down there already, but I got a friend getting married today, so I had to stick around. My dad and I are leaving tomorrow. Got the back packed off, some room on the inside. He's just got to bring some stuff up still, and then hoping to leave about 4 this morning for southern Ohio. Warm weather coming though, so we'll see what happens. First full morning. Everybody's getting ready. A few of us snuck out yesterday afternoon. Didn't see a whole lot, but a giant went by one of the cell cameras and stand that nobody was sitting at, so the whole crew's flooding down there today. Jarrett, he's getting an early start.
Oh, he's off and running.
Super warm, 60 degrees. But they gotta move some point. Second day in Ohio, first morning. Right back in the same spot I was last night. Again, not super confident, but these first few days are gonna be really warm, so I think later in the week I got some better spots in mind. I'm gonna sit in those cold days, but we're gonna sit here and see what happens. We had a giant on the cell camera in here last night, so there's a bunch of us down here. I'm gonna do a little calling first thing here. I think if anything's moving, it's gonna be pretty early, so we'll see what happens. What happened today, day one?
We're not doing this. I'm not in the mood right now.
All right.
Wait till the morning.
Okay. To be continued.
Time to think about it.
Uh-huh. Day one, we had some arrows flying around the woods. It's all right, babe. Long trip. Well, it's Wednesday morning. It's still warm, but it's raining, drizzling rain, and definitely a front coming in with cooler weather. Slept in, came up back up on this bench again about 9 o'clock, 8:30 I think I got here, and hit the grunt a few times and raked this tree with the rattling antlers. Waited about 5 minutes and a couple more grunts and snort wheeze, and I started bashing the horns together. And I turned around and looked, and a big old buck was coming straight down this big oak flat behind me. The one place my wind is just drifting back up, I set up here because it's just a steep bank, and I figured it's the one place I really don't have any shots, and the wind was coming right up, and sure as shit, he came barreling down this hill looking to fight. As soon as he crested that little ridge right there, he caught my wind and wheeled around and angled back up out of here in a hurry. His posture changed instantly when he got a whiff of me, and that was that. But he was a big old buck, dark, heavy horned, little crab claw on the front. I don't know what he had. I know he had 4 on his left side, 'cause that's what I saw when he was turned to wheel and get out of here. I had an opportunity. No film of them because it's raining. I don't want to ruin the camera, but that is tough. Alright, we're back in here November 7th. Way back up on that big hill we call the bridge. I'm up here with Brownie. He's probably 350, 400 from me. We're way back in here again. Took forever to get in here this morning, but I left everything in the tree, so wasn't terrible, but getting down to the finish line here. Got today and tomorrow, and that's it. Hang in here, see what happens. Hell yeah, baby. Ooh. Wow, that happened fast. Ooh. Just look to my left right here. Heard a twig snap. Big old buck coming up right through here. He got to that tree right there about 20 yards and I absolutely smoked him. He's laying dead right here. 20 yards behind the stand, baby. There he lays, stone dead right there. 20 yards from my stand. Looks like a pretty heavy 8-pointer. Yeah, he's not an absolute giant, but he's a great buck. Public land, Southern Ohio. When I shot him, he was right behind that tree right there. He freaking took it. I could see the hole perfect, but he took it like a champ. Jumped that log and stood right there for a minute. I watched him just slowly walk over and pile up right there. We got a chore ahead of us getting him out of here. But, man, I'm pumped up. Been hunting this spot for a lot of years. Once again, thanks to my brother-in-law for finding it. Man, I'm shaking now, baby. Left all this gear up here from last night. Rattling horns, crossbow, camera set up. Oh man, like I said, we've been hunting this for years. There's a big green field over here. I was expecting movement this way, and he just come out right there. Somebody's calling me right now. Baker. Bake. Yeah, buddy, I smoked him. He's nice. He ain't a giant. He's probably a shade smaller than the one I shot last year, but he's just a big, heavy 8-pointer. Yeah, he's laying dead 10 yards behind the stand. I mean, I smoked him. I watched it. He jumped about 5 feet, and I saw the hole right in the heart, and I'm like, he ain't gonna go very far, and I just saw blood pouring out of his nose, and he just walked over and tipped over, man. Right, like, yeah, he's right here, dude. Here's one of my fletchings. He was standing right about in here. I hit him. I can't find the bolt itself. I went past right through him. Blew right through him. This after all that. Ooh, he's a little bit better buck than I thought. Big old 8-pointer. Yep. He said he ain't a giant, but he's a good one for sure. Heavy horn sucker. I'd say probably right. First I was thinking 2, but that's a lot of minutes.
He's not one of like the super freaky genetic ones.
Just a thick, heavy.
5.5 year old that number.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he reminds me of that buck I shot back home actually that was super old. Very similar to that. I shot him right. You see that big dead tree that's hanging? And there's that lower. He was standing right by now. I shot him. My God. I'm packing out the first load of stuff here. I got a climber, Bruce's backpack, my backpack, all our gear, crossbow, climbing sticks that he was using. I stopped here to catch my breath. That's the ladder stand that I shot the buck out of last year. Right here. Came up out of this bottom. I'm pretty sure the buck I just shot was working this ridge out too. But I am dying. My brother and sister-in-law are at the hospital right now. My sister-in-law's having a baby. That's pretty cool, but I got a feeling that I'm struggling worse than you are right now, Fran. I mean, we can debate that, but this is pretty tough. Made it to the waterfall here. Big old cliff. The only way around is to go up and around, so. Whew. Got the gear here, get the gear cart, and come back up, I guess. I don't know. We tried the deer cart. That thing was a piece of junk, broke the axle. Now we got old Bruiser Brown just hauling them out. Old school style. Not bad for his mid-40s. Let him go. Big old rock face right here. Let him go, Brownie.
I don't want to bust his antlers.
Fuck his antlers. Don't hurt yourself. Let him go, man.
100% with a rope right there. Like this is how we need to come up and out here. How much easier is that? Would be going right up this gut. It's like no hill at all.
There's a reason why we kill bucks at the top of this mountain, because there is no easy way to get up here. Or down, for that matter, if you just ask him.
I've never seen that. I mean, that is...
He's covered in ticks. Shot this thing at like 8:30. It's 1 o'clock now. 2 or 3 trips back and forth, a busted deer cart. And now I owe Bruce dinner and drinks at the home tavern. Or a drag out here in another couple hours.
Not liking what I'm saying.
Well, I got him hung up back to the cabin we're staying at here. The rest of the guys are out hunting. My dad and I just got him hung up here. And yep, like I said, my brother had his baby girl today named Rosalina. So, if I never forget this day, call this thing the Rosie Buck.
Oh, geez.
Celebrating the big buck down at the home tavern here.
I don't know if you're going to be able to hear anything over that music.
one more day in Ohio. Brownie's gonna connect tomorrow.
I just want to see one. I want to see a doe. I'll be happy.